Hi, my name is Rob Bishop. I'm a student here at Leeds Beckett University. I'm here today to talk you through the environmental analysis and assessment that I completed for John Lewis and talk about the key findings. So first of all, I use a SWOT analysis to start the assessment. Looking at the strengths of John Lewis, it's clear they've got a powerful brand image that they've built up over the years. They've got a strong brand quality, so their products are strong, reliable, and the customers enjoy them. And another thing about the big company that John Lewis are is that they've got a steady profit with strong cash position. Just moving on to the weaknesses now. John Lewis have tended to cut prices to try and compete. This can lose brand equity and make consumers think the products aren't as reliable. Also, product recalls. They can be difficult because if a product keeps being returned, it could show to the consumers that the product is faulty. And again, like any company, they have had performance slips, which is not beneficial to them. Moving on to the opportunities now. They have the opportunity to expand into other markets, such as Asia would be a very good market for them to go into. Online selling is also available to consumers all the time, which they need to take advantage of. The growing markets in industries, so they could look into the sports industry, the healthy lifestyle industry to create profit. Some of the threats now, there's lots of competition out there from other retailers, so they've got to be competitive all the time. Negative publicity from celebrities can be damaging to the brand of the company. And rising labour costs, obviously, it will cost the company more. Just moving on to the PESTEL analysis now. Looking at political points, sort of globalisation, they can expand into new markets, a rise in VAT, that ups costs. And the other political point is that the government favour worker-owned businesses, which John Lewis are, so that's good for them. The economical side, they can interest sales due to easier availability of credit cards, low interest rates, so if people have more money to spend, they're going to. Inflation levels though, it does affect cost of the company, and more things cost for the company. And rising unemployment means that people don't have the money to spend anymore, so they won't. So John Lewis could lose out on profits there. In a social side, the change in tastes of the fashion industry is difficult for John Lewis because they could have lots of unsold products. However, a rising population brings more clients and consumers in. Yet, because of the aging population, they need to make sure that they've got products for all age ranges. Technological, they've got the online website with 24/7 purchasing available all the time to consumers through technological developments. The logical side, they have to adhere to the Health and Safety Act and the Trade Descriptions Act, so keeping employees safe and consumers is safe at all times. And finally, the environmental side, they are a green company, they're trying to reduce the carbon footprint, they recycle, and they're always looking to different environmental effects that can help reduce the carbon footprint. I moved on to Porter's 5 forces. Just look at the level of competition, it's fierce out there, there's lots of sectoral competitiveness, and John Lewis are vulnerable because they're not strong in all departments. The threat of substitutes and new entrants is quite low. For this you need large capital to start a new business, and you need market knowledge which others might lack. And now the bargaining power of buyers and suppliers, the buyers is high because there's low switching costs. So if they want to go and buy a product elsewhere, they will do if it's cheaper. However, the supplier power is relatively low. John Lewis aren't dependent on a supplier. They sort of produce their own goods. They need raw materials rather than finished articles. And finally, the TOES matrix analysis. Looking at the strategies. The strengths opportunity, we can increase presence in other markets. John Lewis can also attempt to penetrate other markets. The weaknesses, opportunity, so avoid cutting prices to keep brand equity high. Ensure strong promotion around the festive period because they have struggled with this in the past. The strengths and threats, offer consumer orientated products which they want and need, and again ensure products for all ages. And finally, the weakness and threats, use the strong brand image at all times, use it as much as possible, and however, some prices aren't always affordable for some consumers, so you must take that into consideration. That's the environment assessment for John Lewis. Thanks for listening.